Okay, morning Jamaica. So this is my completed compost heap. It's really small. How do I know that it's complete? It's complete when everything is dissolved and you're basically only seeing dirt. So that's one of the best indications that your compost is complete. Now I'm only showing you this to see what the finished product looks like, because what we're gonna do is do one from scratch and let you know what exactly I'm doing so that you can do one too for yourself and make your garden more fertile. Alright, so what I'm gonna do with my compost heap here, I'm going to use it to cover some of my herb garden, and this is my herb garden right here. I'm gonna cover most of it because it's basically left to just stone after watering it for some time. The topsoil is really stone, so I'm gonna cover it with fertile soil now, and it should be able to retain more water since it's sandy. Alright. Okay, so what I did was I did 4 buckets, and this is my new herb garden. Alright. Soon to have peppermint and fever grass, aka lemongrass. Alright, so next I'm gonna do a bucket for sowing sorrel and callaloo into this tire. So here we go. Okay, this will be it. One after the other. Sorrel, then callaloo. Alright, so now we're going to go to the new compost heap. I'm going to use some of the material from the old compost heap on the new, as well as new material on the new heap. Alright, so let's go. Okay, so this is the new heap. What I did was I compiled some waste matter. I was doing like some temporary compost in these buckets, because of course you can do compost in buckets. The process is you use dirt to help to speed up the process, but the ratio is carbon and nitrogen and dirt. So you need 3 to 4 parts of carbon to 1 part of nitrogen. Nitrogen are stuff like fruit and vegetable material and green leaves. If you have dried leaves, then that will be considered as carbon, because they're really no nitrogen left, or minimal amounts left in dried leaves. So that's what I did. Now, as it relates to leaves, what I used was neem leaves. I also used vegetable and fruit peels. So that's really the basic composition of my um, compost heaps. Now I also added some eggshells to help with the balancing. Eggshells provide calcium deposits. So yeah. So as it relates to dirt, I have 2 inches of dirt for every layer. I do a layer of carbon, then a layer of dirt, then a layer of nitrogen, which is leaves and fruit and vegetable peels, and it starts all over until the bucket is full. Now when all 3 buckets are filled, then I start a new heap. And so I'm gonna pause this video for a while to unload my buckets onto the heap, and then I can unpause again and show you what's going on. Yes, Jamaica, so this is my heap that I'm starting now. As you can see, I'm barely 10 inches down and I'm already facing rocks, so you'll see the need for a compost in this case, because I need as much of the topsoil as possible to be very fertile so the plants can have fun producing. Right now I'm gonna pause again, empty my buckets, then you'll see what it looks like. Okay, my buckets are empty and this is what it really looks like. So I'm sure you can see those green leaves. They're my neem leaves, good for antibacterial properties. That's why I prefer to only use neem leaves for my greens. And as you know, the carbon will make sure that you don't have bad bacteria taking over and producing liquids. Now after the first 15 days, I would start flipping my heap twice or 3 times weekly, and that will accelerate the process because you're providing more oxygen to the heap after the good bacteria took over. Now the 15 days is for the good bacteria to take over, and that's why you're covering it up and waiting for the 15 days. Alright, now I'll go ahead and cover it and then show you a final view, and then after 15 days I'll show you what it looks like. But in between that, I'll provide you with more information on what exactly I did as it relates to my compost. Right,